And more parts of the state are seeing the smoke and the haze from these fires right now. Steve Pierce is in to talk about that.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, this shot here behind Ken and I pretty much tells it all. This is the Dalles right now, 69 degrees and totally smoked in at the present time. That upper level smoke on the east side of the Cascades has dropped down onto the surface. You folks out there are probably smelling it right now, and that's going to continue in the eastern end of the gorge the rest of the day today. Here in the Portland metro area, though, it's mostly going to be elevated. I don't see a significant smell in the air, so to speak, as we keep that smoke in the Portland area up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. But that shot right there in the Dalles, boy, you can't even see the sun out there. So thick smoke out there. Be careful, folks out there, especially if you're asthmatic or have any other symptoms like that. Okay, current conditions, 71 degrees with the elevated smoke above the city right now, 70% relative humidity, and the dew point at 61. West wind is light. We haven't had much of any wind at all in the metro area the past few days. 50s along the coast, 60s and 70s inland. And the same thing over there on the central and east side of the state, 60s and 70s. Your pet walk forecast, if you're heading out this morning, it's going to be a warm and smoky morning. We're going to be about 80 this morning. And then we're headed for the upper 90s to around 100, even into the lower 100s. So we'll call it hot pause this afternoon. Ridge of high pressure responsible for the heat wave, sitting right over the Pacific Northwest, pushing any systems well off into Alaska. Don't see any rain coming up in the next 7 days at all. Okay, day planner, we'll call it warming up to a hot lunchtime. Boy, it's going to be the second day in a row around 90 degrees during your lunch hour. You'll see the smoke out there, and it's going to be very light wind. If you want to go to the coast, that's one spot where you can avoid all the heat this weekend. A little less in the way of smoke down there as well. Temperatures around 70 throughout the weekend with some afternoon clearing out there as well, and a little more in the way of wind as well. Our temperature trend will take it from that 100 today down to 94 on Saturday. We'll go around 90 on Sunday. And then Monday is looking real nice, going to be in the upper 70s, and then warming back up again next week. Here's the upper level smoke forecast. Boy, those California fires coming up from the south, lower level winds from the east, the eastern Washington and Oregon fires. Kind of a big mess all around the Pacific Northwest. And then we've got the drought conditions as well, extreme and even exceptional over on the central and east side of the state. Okay, zone forecast on your Friday, we'll call it some morning clouds and smoke. Afternoon sunshine, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, a little cooler down there than it was yesterday. Sunny, hot, and smoky with a hazy afternoon in the valley. Temperatures right around 100 degrees. Overnight lows tonight, barely getting down to about 70, so another very hot night if you don't have air conditioning. Central and east side of the state, more sunny, hot, and smoky conditions over there, especially eastern end of the Columbia River Gorge. Same thing in the gorge, 109 again in the Dalles, so very, very warm temperatures there. Look at those overnight lows, just 75 in the Dalles and 91 even up there at Government Camp. Okay, 7-day forecast. We've got the excessive heat warning through Saturday night at 10 p.m. We'll go 100 today, 70 for a low tonight, about 95 tomorrow, hot and smoky. Sunday, we finally lift the smoke, get a westerly wind push, and that brings in some marine air on Monday. It's going to lead to those temperatures dropping down in the 70s. Carly?
It's 6:20.